he quit breathing at daycare. He ended up going to Mitchell ER where he wasn't breathing. From that point on, they got him breathing again. They flew him to Sioux Falls. They did a CT that showed some brain damage. The part that was damaged on his brain that affects the walking, sitting, crawling, talking, and that was caused from the lack of oxygen that he had. They figured he had been without for 8 minutes.
When Brayden came to children's care, he really had no functional means to communicate. He would cry when he was upset or to show that he was protesting, or he would smile and laugh to show that he was happy. But other than that, he really didn't have a way to communicate his wants and needs and his thoughts. And that was when he was about 3 years old. And I've been working with Brayden since then, and I've been able to see him progress. I then started working with a communication device to see if he would understand how to scan. Brayden caught on very, very quickly. Once we did that, I just practiced the scanning. So Brayden would hit a switch and it would scan by row, and then when he would see the one he wanted in the column, in the row, he would hit a switch again and then it would scan by column. And we got his device last September, and within a year he was using it very proficiently in the classroom. You know, it was just great to see Brayden being able to use the device because, again, when he first came, he had no functional means to communicate. He was able to MC the talent show at CCHS, so that was really neat for him, and he's such a social little boy that it's just really cool to be able to see him use a device to be able to communicate.
Physical therapy, they've taught him how to use a powered wheelchair. He uses 3 buttons to control it, one on the side, another one on the side, and one in the middle. And he can go forward and direct himself, turning left and right. They've got him to use like a Bronco walker. They're trying to teach him how to, sit. So hopefully he can eventually walk with a walker someday, or even walk.
Brayden started in my classroom almost 2 years ago. When I came into the room, he was working with just a switch and choosing the pictures that he wanted to. It was at that point that his speech pathologist and myself really got on board with where we wanted Brayden to be, and we started working towards that. Part of that meant finding a device for Brayden, and once that was established, the next part was really figuring out how we could fit that into Brayden's day in a way that was both reinforcing for him, but also where we could get him to where he needed to be as far as communication and his educational goals go as well. Part of the problems that we come into with Brayden as with all the other kids is that we only have 6.5 hours in a school day, so we really try to take advantage of as much as we can within that time frame. And that really goes into why early intervention is as important as it is. Brayden was one of the lucky kids. His parents brought him to children's care when he was young, and he was able to really just go through what children's care had to offer, and that's really one of the main reasons why he is where he is today. Brayden now is using his device to communicate a lot of his wants and needs, to tell jokes, and also to participate in his academics throughout the day. He's back in his public school right now, and he's doing phenomenal. The nice thing about Brayden was when he left here, he was actually ahead of a lot of the kids that he was joining in kindergarten. So because of the interventions and just the dedication from his team, Brayden was actually learning things before some of his other friends were. So Brayden gets to play, I don't know, catch me if you can right now with all of his other friends. So he's showing them how to do things that they may not know how to do.
The best thing that I think that Children's Care has done for Brayden is they have given him the ability to act independently. I never thought he would be in a potty training program. They're so friendly, caring. I guess to me that was the best place where Brayden needed to be at the time.
you, and this is crazy, but here is my number 605523248. So calling me.